I'm coming on board with you this morning to make a point not really for or against gay rights. That's not exactly what this is going to be about. I just want to come on to make a very strong point, as I always do, for straight down the middle, common sense over hype and hysteria. There's been a lot of it flying around recently, hence my choice of background music for this clip, this timeless track by Def Leppard. Just listen to that hook. This will never get old. Def Leppard will always rule, as far as I'm concerned. I shouldn't even do this clip. We should just listen to this. Alright, anyway. So, as you know, I place a very high value on freedom of expression. I have a whole entire channel on YouTube dedicated to it. So it is this very high value that leads me to the idea that alternative orientations fully deserve all the space they feel like they need for their freedom of expression. I get it. It also leads me to value the space that everybody else deserves for their freedom of expression, including people, even people whose points of views may derive from the values with which they grew up. Even if those values may derive from religious values, those people deserve space too. If you're gay and you're about to get married, my question for you is, why do you want to have your cake baked by somebody who doesn't want to bake it? Okay, so you're going to force them to bake it for you anyway, and then you're going to eat it, and you think that's a good idea? Really? That's the same reason why I avoid drive-thrus. I would rather have my food prepared by somebody who actually wants to make it. So, here's an idea. Rather than force the Christian bakery, how about just take one step back and then maybe one step over from there, and then make a selection from any one of the hundreds of bakeries standing in line right behind them, who I'm sure will be more than happy to take your business and your money, and who, by the way, will probably do you a much better job anyway because they actually want to do it. I don't know, I mean, as ideas go, that just seems to me like a pretty good one. You know, in a free market society, free markets hang on freedom of association. The problem is that there's just so many people out there right now who really don't appreciate either one of those two things. So naturally, they probably wouldn't value the other one very much either. But this is just the employment argument applied to the consumer side, that's all. As long as there's no discrimination here, come on, knock it off. And as long as I've been talking about what a sham it is that everybody's talking about how gay rights are being discriminated, I've never heard of anybody denied employment because of their alternative orientation. Well, I finally got an example of that recently. And somebody told me that they knew of somebody who was denied of a job. And then I probed a little bit further, pardon the expression, and I asked them, well, what kind of a position was it? And they said, well, you know, front office receptionist. Okay. So what was the organization? And that's when they said, well, Steve, you know, it was a church front office. Stop. That doesn't count. If you're gay, why do you want to work at the church front office anyway? I'm a Christian. Why would I ever want to work night shift at, let's say, a gay porn shop? So I could witness all the people coming in. Okay, just stop it. Stop it. Yeah, sure. So that I could tell all the people coming in about the saving grace of the Lord. You're not even going to get me going down that path. Just stop it. My point here is let freedom of association rule. There's plenty of space here for everybody. Is that really asking too much? I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. Although I do have to cut away now. I'm headed off to lunch. It is Holy Week, so naturally I'm headed to McDonald's for my no-meat cheeseburger and my cholesterol-free fries. And after that, we're going to get tickets to see Taylor Swift. I know, don't worry. She knows I'm a big metalhead. She's going to change her whole show that night just to accommodate me. I hope everybody out there has a happy Easter. I'll see you on the other side. Out.